Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive right into it. Currently, right now, we have high pressure in control to the north, a stationary front to the south, and that means we have an easterly wind in place. That easterly wind is going to set up the potential for some minor coastal flooding, okay, along the Jersey Shore especially, but also because of the influences of Hurricane Erin that is currently out in the Atlantic with 110 mile per hour winds. It's a Category 2 hurricane. That's also creating strong rip currents. So definitely, if you don't want go into the Atlantic Ocean because you may end up staying in there permanently. Okay, so definitely don't do that. And also, you're going to see an enhancement of wave heights as well as we move on through the week from that hurricane, but remaining well off the coast. In the meantime, though, we have a maritime air mass in place setting up beautiful weather conditions if you like cool weather. Okay, so temperatures basically in the mid to upper 60s over much of the region, a few lower 70s sprinkled in there with an isolated shower here and there. And when we take a look at our WeatherTap radar and surface map, there's our high pressure systems, there's our stationary boundary, and here's a cold front. This cold front is going to be very important to all of the East Coast because this cold front is what kicks Erin out into the Atlantic and away from us. Although it's going to get close, it's going to be close enough to produce some tropical storm force winds right around the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and that's more due to the expansive nature of this storm rather than the actual storm track. The storm track has been and continues to be a track between Bermuda and the Carolinas in this area right here. That has been the forecast for over 5 days now, and it remains the case. Okay, so that really hasn't changed. It's a wiggle here and there, but nothing really too significant in terms of a track. But because the storm is so expansive in size, the wind field is growing in size, that's going to allow for some of those tropical storm winds to push into the Carolinas. And for us, especially on Thursday, those northeasterly winds are going to be pretty gusty along the immediate coast. Don't be surprised to see wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. But this cold front here is really important because it kicks us out. So currently right now, you can see the wind field set up here. The lower levels, you have an easterly wind, and so you have these low clouds coming in from the Atlantic Ocean. But then in the mid and upper levels, you have westerly and southwesterly winds. Here's your southwesterly winds. Here's your northwesterly winds. So you have winds from different levels of the atmosphere. And what's going to happen is this trough and the associated cold front is going to be marching its way into a tropical air mass that includes Erin, pushing northward. So while that's pushing northward, this polar air mass with this strong cold front is going to be pushing southward. And so that leads to what we call frontigenesis, and that's going to push right into our neck of the woods, setting up the potential, not for thunderstorms, but for showers capable of tropical downpours that we're going to have to watch very carefully. It could be some localized areas of flash flooding and urban flooding tomorrow evening as this cold front moves through. But because this cold front moves through, it sets up what we call a southwesterly wind and causes Erin to go out into sea and remain well out away from us. So no direct impacts from Erin, but certainly enhanced wave heights, some minor to moderate coastal flooding, and that persistent easterly wind. So let's dive into this forecast. For today, variable cloud cover, a few isolated showers here and there. Look for high temperatures in the lower to mid 70s. It's August 19th. We're talking lower to mid 70s. This is something I would expect more for September 19th rather than August 19th. So definitely something that personally I thoroughly enjoy. Tonight into tomorrow morning, again, variable cloud cover, a few isolated showers. The cold front's starting to approach. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, the cold front gets closer. The showers will start to expand in coverage. Most of these showers will be light, but a couple of these showers will be capable of a heavy downpour. Look for high temperatures tomorrow in the upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, mid to upper 70s on the I-95 corridor, mid 70s along the coast. For tomorrow night into Thursday morning, the cold front moves through, and notice what the model is trying to do here with this heavier band. This may not actually be reality. What you may end up here is a few showers capable of heavy downpours here, and the model guys is having a hard time dealing with it, so it produces this bleed out effect. What we could basically take from this is, hey, when this cold front moves through, a couple of these showers are going to be capable of some very heavy downpours. And there's going to be one town where you're going to have 2 inches of rain, and the next town over is going to have barely a tenth of an inch of rain. So that's what we're going to be watching out for very carefully Wednesday night to Thursday morning, as this maritime and tropical air mass that is moisture loaded, it gets driven out by a cooler, drier polar air mass. So by Thursday morning, we'll have low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s over the interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast with these scattered showers about. And then by the time we get to Thursday afternoon, those showers start to push off the coast. There's Erin down here off the coast, remaining off the coast. This is going to set up a strong northeasterly wind. Again, watch out for gusts around 30 miles per hour around the immediate coast. And then Thursday evening, it all clears out. Skies clear. Look for high temperatures on Thursday to range from the lower to mid 70s. And by Friday morning, high pressures in control with clear skies throughout the day on Friday, with low temperatures in the mid to upper 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast, high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, very pleasant weather conditions. Not the best weather conditions to go out into the water, but otherwise pretty nice. On Saturday, the excellent weather conditions continue with clear skies, low temperatures in the mid to upper 50s over the interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 70s over the interior and along and on the I-95 corridor, mid to upper 70s along the coast. And then on Sunday, a cold front will approach with scattered cloud cover and a few isolated showers possible in the evening. We might have to watch out for an isolated thunderstorm over northeastern Pennsylvania as well. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper 60s, high temperatures to range from the mid to upper 70s on the immediate coast, upper 70s to lower 80s everywhere else. On Sunday night into Monday, the cold front moves through with periods of showers and thunderstorms. That's continuing on into Monday afternoon. So a bit of a stormy day next Monday with low temperatures in the lower to mid 60s over the interior, upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast, high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. And on Tuesday, high pressure will be taking control. A weak trough or two may produce an isolated shower. Look for low temperatures in the mid to upper 50s over the interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. High temperatures in late August, upper 60s to lower 70s over the northern interior, mid 70s along the coast. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you again for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It actually helps the channel. If you're interested in more detailed information on the lifting parameters for tomorrow's rainfall event, definitely check out the Premium Consulting membership. And as always, stay safe out there.